Hi and welcome, I'm Joko, and joining with me always is the lovely Haylee.
Hey everyone!
This is the Animunchies podcast where we talk about life and food here in Southern California, from here in LA all the way to San Diego and everywhere in between. Flip on that nerd switch, talk about anime, gaming, and Haylee's specialty, K-pop.
K-pop!
And if you're watching this video right now, we're kind of wearing a specific type of color. So here it is, how it goes is, when we listen to this podcast, and if you've been listening for quite a while now, we start with food, then we go to K-pop news updates, and then we go to gaming or anime. But we're gonna flip that around because there's some big news today.
What? We're doing K-pop first? I'm not freaking prepared.
How did you know we're doing K-pop first?
I'm not prepared yet.
Mentally?
Yeah.
Haley's not mentally
I'm
prepared.
not mentally
Technically,
prepared.
it's also food related because guess what? We're wearing yellow and BTS Butter dropped last night.
Yes.
We held up recording this like specific podcast episode till after Butter release.
Yes.
And it did.
And it was
OMFG, baby.
Amazing. Oh my god.
So that's why we're wearing yellow. And we're going to start with K-pop today.
He's switching it up on me. He
Haley
didn't even tell me. I wasn't prepared.
Technically, it's called butter, so it's food, right? So
I
butter.
guess.
And I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was pretty damn good.
Yeah, so it's we mentioned it before, like on our voice only podcast during the week, that it's their second English song. So their first one was Dynamite, which released last year around the same time actually. And then I don't know, I was telling Joko, I was like, oh man, like they have like a high standard to beat because Dynamite was so good.
Dynamite was like a global hit.
It was freaking amazing. Like it even got nominated for a Grammy and everything. You guys all know that. So I was like, oh man, like I wonder what they're gonna do with Butter, if they're gonna live up to that expectation, you know, that people.
I honestly, like after you told me it's another English song, I had really high expectations for Butter already, and I think it met, if not
exceeded,
blew up from those like.
Yeah, it blew Dynamite out of the water.
Oh my god. Like I couldn't believe it. If you guys didn't catch it, so what happened last night was the actual premiere, like global premiere on YouTube. It was Big Hit or BTS channel, or is it the same thing?
It's called Hybe.
Well, so Big Hit is Hybe Entertainment, but it was on there. It was on Hybe, so it was on Hybe's YouTube channel.
Yes.
And there was an actual like countdown. It's like been
like
counting down the whole day.
15 minutes before the actual music video release, they had the seven members.
They had the guys.
They had the 7 members like doing like a small talk about Butter, and like they were playing like little games and stuff beforehand. And then they did a countdown from like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they released the music video. Yeah, Jin was always
the host. If you watch Run BTS, it's always like the other 6 are divided into teams of 3. Yeah. Then Jin is like the teacher, the host, like everything.
For last night, they were like eating. They had butter and they were like making toast or something. Remember?
Yeah, it was some weird thing.
Yeah.
So if you've never had jam with butter though, it's pretty bomb.
Yeah, it's so good.
Like strawberry jam or jelly. Oh my god, so good.
Yeah. So they were doing that right before the music video release, and then it dropped, and I was screaming the whole time.
I had to tell Haley to calm her tits multiple times throughout the whole time. All I heard her screaming like a little girl.
I was like, oh my god, Taemin! Oh my god, his hair is like mine. Oh my god, Jungkook's hair. Like the whole time.
Calm down. You're gonna destroy the recording with your. But
it was so good.
It was okay. So if you watched it, you know how good this song was, because it's probably everywhere on Spotify, on everything now, like on all the listening platforms. It is just so well done. Like it's like, because I love like listening to all kinds of music, and specifically like, you know, instrumental stuff. So I really enjoyed, like they did everything right. Yeah.
So like for them having an English song, their lyrics were obviously in English, so that
it's not English.
It's not English. It
was actually good English from each member.
But me and Joko noticed that the lyrics, they paid homage. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Du fromage.
Homage to like a lot of like the old school
Like it's like
music.
A little bit of 80s, 90s, and early 2000s because of the Usher reference.
Yeah.
If you didn't see that, like
they reference
Usher,
Michael Jackson.
Oh, I was gonna say good.
Oh,
Let me
we'll
just,
go in order.
I brought up Usher. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna, so Usher like was on like I think verse 2. Like I
Yes,
remember
V's
V singing it, and then like they said Usher.
He said, "Don't need no Usher to remind me you got it bad."
And if you, for those who don't know, "You Got It Bad" was one of Usher's big hits.
Got it bad.
If you're like a '90s kid, like me, and like '90s and '80s, like me and Haley, you've lived through that.
Like, oh
that was
my
like
God.
That was in high school. Like,
I was telling him, I was like, I danced to that song at prom.
I got emotional with that song because it's so good. Like if you listen to it, but it's crazy because there's Usher,
and then in the very
beginning,
go for Jungkook goes smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover.
So I don't know if you know the reference. They're basically paying homage to the king of pop himself,
Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal.
Yeah. So if you haven't checked that out, Smooth Criminal. I was a big Michael Jackson. I used to wear like that hat from Smooth Criminal as a baby around the house, like so a little kid. And then I felt like he was like one of those people. Like it's just not even a person.
Everyone looked
like
up
a
to
god
him.
almost.
He was
kind
so
of thing.
good. Like he literally was the king of pop.
And the cool thing was like I remember like when that came out, like like the hat and everything, like it got so big, like the whole music video, because he did like I think that was the first time he did that lean.
Oh no, it was the lean.
The crazy lean where it's like
almost 90 degrees.
Yeah, so it's like he does that, and then like it was so popular they made it into like a video game and all this crazy stuff. And I remember you save babies in the video game and you throw your hat and stuff. But
I don't know.
I'm getting on a tangent, but basically, like they did a lot of stuff. And another one thing was if you heard the interlude part, it sounds like Daft Punk. Yeah. Like it's Daft Punk.
The part where they're,
vibes.
if you watch the music video, it's the part where they're in the elevator dancing.
Let's talk about that elevator scene. Because first off, it starts with Jimin doing some really cool stuff. And Jimin, let's talk about Jimin. Let's go with a tangent on a tangent.
Oh my gosh, Jimin.
Is that really Jimin?
Oh my God.
Because we believe that it might be G-Dragon.
It's baby G-Dragon.
Like he that looks like Kwon Ji-young.
Yeah, he looked like baby G-Dragon in that music video because of the way that his hair was styled. He even wore those chrome heart earrings that G-Dragon always wears.
Does he looks up to G-Dragon or
I
like,
think so,
is he one of the, because I remember there was an interview that you showed me where like the members kind of say like who they looked up to kind of.
Yeah, and I remember all looked up to
Jin looked up to Jin's was top.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was kind of cracking up.
But all the members of BTS, they looked up to Big Bang
because that's like their like is it unis also?
No,
or is that only
unis
for
female, so they're there.
Yeah.
No, for guys it's like hyung.
Hyung, okay.
Yeah, which like in Tagalog is kuya.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's their hyungs. Like, you know,
they
because even though they're not
like their older brothers.
Like that's they're like they're like own idols, and like, you know, when you're a basketball player, it's like all the basketball players now these days, you know, look up to like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, like all those people, you know. So that's kind of their thing. So back from G-Dragon, aka Jimin.
Jimin's hair was the same hair color as mine.
Oh yeah, look, if you're watching this, Haley's hair color was unintentional. Yeah, but she had pink and purple, and like way before.
And I was gonna say, and G-Dragon, and Jimin
was like that. What is it like? Bleached or blonde?
Blonde hair, but then he had like pastel pink and purple, and like a little bit of blue in it as well. But
it was mostly pink and purple. Yeah. Like it was kind of crazy because
I was like, oh my gosh,
it's Haley's hair. It's like you knew.
I was like freaking out.
She felt it.
But I feel like Jimin always has the same hair colors as mine because remember in Spring Day he had pink hair.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But you never know.
No,
like,
I know.
To add the specific two colors that you have in your hair. So right now Haley's rocking the Jimin look, or Jimin is rocking the Haley look. It depends on how you look at it. So from that, because I had that tangent, we go back to the elevator scene. So the elevator scene, Jimin is doing his cool like knee thing. Arm is doing some weird kind of crumping. Like I guess if you want to say it was crumping. Who's after that? Is it no? It's V.
V does doing some voguing,
some funny like, voguing
shit.
He
was doing like something like putting cologne on. He's like this
cologne. Like Vogue kind of shit. Something only V can pull off.
And then it was
so
Sugar.
V was funny. No, next was Jungkook.
Oh yeah, Jungkook with his Eren Yeager hair.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Jungkook or is it Eren Yeager from the most recent final season. So yeah, but of course Jungkook looks cool doing anything he does.
Yeah, he does like a twirl.
Also, if you didn't notice, he has some fake eyebrow piercings.
So I thought they were real. Well,
they look real.
I hope that they were real. But then at the press conference or like their V Live afterwards, he pulled off the gem and stuck it on V, and I was like, damn it, it's fake. So there's
I like how he
stickers.
stuck it on V. V's like nose or something.
V took it from him and stuck it on his nose. Yeah.
Of course. They're so dumb.
I was like, dang it.
So after Jungkook, it was J-Hope doing his pop locking.
What about and then Suga, right?
Locking thing, yes. Then Suga was after doing, Suga things, just being chill and cool.
No,
I think
it was Suga and then J-Hope.
One or the other.
Yeah, one or the other.
But of course, they've landed and ended on
save the best for last.
worldwide dork.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a good way because he's like actually
so
dorky
cute.
and he's like quirky. Jin. And it's like he's doing this like choreo and trying to look cool. But it's like if you know BTS and you like follow like them and you know how they are, you're just laughing because it's like Jin's just being silly.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a quirky, like awkward dork.
Like if anyone else
choreography.
If anyone else did the dance, they would look cool.
But if it was Jungkook doing it, it would just look freaking cool.
Yeah, but then Jin, he's so dorky. Oh, and then another thing on Jin. How do you feel about him having lots of lines in this song? My
man has finally been fed some verses and some pre-chorus lines.
Yeah, he got a lot of parts this time.
It's really exciting to see because I feel like Dynamite, he was only there for like the chorus. Yeah. Like when they actually put him on a verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Yeah. Like, oh, it was awesome. Yeah. He had so many parts. I was so excited for him.
Good for Jin.
And actually, they did a good job. They evened everything out pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Like they split the lines between the members
pretty good. I mean, obviously the rap line gets their own rap parts, like their own rap verses. J-Hope had probably the least amount in terms of like them at the end, but his was really cool at the end. Yeah. Not to mention, if you watch the video, they ended on J-Hope eating like
a stick of butter,
a slice of butter. It's like funny because they cut him off like after he puts it in his mouth.
I bet
you can imagine he's like cracking up or like spit it out right.
He's like, okay, J-Hope, you're gonna eat this stick of butter at the end.
So yeah, so there was that, and overall, if you watch even the dance, first the dancing, like I got pulled in. It was really cool in the beginning. Then when you get to the pre-chorus part, it's so like you're vibing because of like, oh, now there's like some little synths, like synth and like mellow melody kind of thing. With it was Jin. Then it went to I think Jimin a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Then the chorus hits. Chorus is always Jungkook's part, right?
Yeah.
So Jungkook comes in, and that's when you see the little like dance parts.
Yeah, and
already.
it reminds me of like Michael Jackson.
It's so like that's what pulled me in. I was like, this is gonna be a banger. Yeah. This is straight up like fire.
This is so hit. Good.
This is an instant hit because it sounds so good. It's like so catchy.
Did we talk about like that part in the elevator where it sounds like Daft Punk?
No. That's what led to it. Oh, yeah. But yeah, that Daft Punk elevator part is why we talked about
elevator.
Oh,
I forgot already. My head is like all scrambled when it comes to them.
Like honestly, like it was just really well done. Video wise was really good. And also just the song is if anything, it's perfect.
Like, and I was gonna say, the last time that I checked, maybe like an hour ago, they were at 96 million views, and it's been only 15 hours.
That's insane.
Or 19 hours, or something like that. It's not even 24 hours yet, and they're almost at
100 million. They broke almost like, was it 10 million or 20 million in less than like an hour or something?
Yeah.
They did some crazy shit already, like within the release of the video.
Yeah, they already broke all the records.
I also
for Dynamite.
I also saw they're hoping like this will get nominated for another Grammy. This will definitely get nominated.
It'll get nominated.
They're just trying to aim for an actual win this time.
I hope they win. They deserve it.
This song is like what they were trying to accomplish is like, because it's summertime, like summer is coming. This is summer
definitely
vibing.
A summer bop.
Summer vibing type of like chilling, pop it in your car, bump it.
God. Yeah.
So good.
Whoever like wrote the song and like put the music together for them for this song, they know what they're doing.
Good job. Big hit.
Hype labels.
So with that too, like I really like the fact that like it's butter. It's called butter. Like everything is circled around butter. All these. It's really cool. Like good. I hope they keep doing food. Like
I wonder if they'll do more English songs or if they'll release like a full English album.
Let's hope eventually. So. I mean, it would be really good to have. I mean, this is why they're doing English first, is just because Dynamite already kind of dipped like their foot into the Western and then like US market.
I was telling Joko like the reason why they're doing English songs now is because like, oh, people that don't listen to K-pop will hear them on the radio and be like, oh my god, like who are these people? Look them up, and then they're like, oh shoot, they're like Korean, and then they'll go from there to like watch that song, watch their other English song, and then go like look at all their other Korean songs, and then slowly get sucked in, and they'll be pulled into a dark, deep hole.
And that is where you'll find Haylee. Yeah. And I was sucked in there, so she was my black hole.
Yeah.
And this is why we're dressed up in yellow.
Yeah, that's how it starts. Like you just keep searching, and then like you find out like, oh, they do like variety shows and like all these different like TV shows, and then you just go down a dark hole.
And it's been fun though. It's not like a negative thing.
No, it's like, not a negative thing.
It's really cool to see, because it's like this was a world, like K-pop was a world that I've obviously like heard about and knew about, but never ventured into until I met Haylee, and then actually getting into it and diving into it. It's really fun.
Yeah,
like it's really enjoyable because of like how much they dedicate to their artists and all the stuff they do. Because like, you know, I grew up like listening to like indie punk rock and then also like,
hip hop, all that stuff too.
But it's like they don't do like, you know, full on TV shows aside from like reality shows, which don't even count. But it's like you kind of watch like these K-pop groups like when they're formed, you watch them grow up and like go through a lot of stuff. It's kind of crazy. You watch them change and evolve, and it's kind of cool to see why the fandom is huge,
right?
Because it's like, oh, if you start from the beginning, it's you stick with them and you support them.
It's like they're your children, kind of.
Yes. Jin is my long lost son / brother that I've never met yet.
And I was gonna say like, oh, another thing about BTS too. Next week they'll be on Friends, the reunion.
Oh man, we'll talk about that on our regular podcast. Don't forget to follow. I don't know if it's subscribe, but like, subscribe, whatever you got to do on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, wherever you listen to podcasts, because we have regular podcast only episodes and not like the full on video one, just like voice. This episode, where this is also going to be on YouTube and also on all those podcast streaming sites or apps and whatever. But we're going to probably talk about that after, because this is bi-weekly, the video one.
Yeah.
So you won't see us next week, but the following week. And that'll be probably too late after the Friends thing.
Yeah.
But BTS will be on Friends. We'll talk about it when we see it next week. So definitely check it out. Join us there. And Butter, if you haven't watched it yet, what the hell are you doing watching us?
Get on that and keep streaming.
Just pause this video. Just do whatever you have to do and watch that. Then you can come back here anytime. We'll be waiting for you, because that song is so good.
I actually like recommended this song to one of my friends. She doesn't listen to K-pop, I don't think. She's like, I've been trying to avoid BTS, but they're literally everywhere now. I was like, don't avoid them. I was like, don't avoid them. Embrace them. And then I told her to go
embrace it.
And she's like, okay, I'm on it. Like, I'm going to go watch Butter now.
Let it happen.
And she's like, oh my god, it's so catchy.
Yeah, they did it. Like Dynamite was the stepping stool, and now like they're like setting the bar now with Butter.
Yeah,
like it's crazy because Butter, it just sounds so good. Like it's like so catchy.
As soon as I heard the name of the song when they released it, I was like, it's destiny. Butter.
Yeah, Haylee loves Butter. I love Butter too. Shit, I like Butter on everything.
Yeah.
But like butter on my bread, my toast,
butter dog,
on my dogs.
Dog with the butter.
The butter dog.
The bird with the butter.
If you look at Butter Dog, you'll know exactly. If you should know already what Butter Dog is. If not, you pause this video again and you look up Butter Dog. The dog with the butter. Butter dog. So dog with the butter.
Poor dog.
And it's not some weird animal abuse or some weird shit.
No.
They literally just put like a stick of butter.
It's like a slice of butter.
A small slice of butter. On the head of like a golden retriever. And it's just a dude saying Butter Dog all the time.
And the dog has no idea what's going on.
So check it out. Butter Dog,
and Butter by BTS.
So good. I mean, there you go. You ready? That's our K-pop thing already.
Yes.
Just a little small side thing on K-pop news, because you know BTS is the main focus at this point with everything. But Aespa did their comeback. Next Level's pretty good too, and also they've been doing a lot of promotion on like VLive and their Instagram. So check them out. If you're really following them, you should already see that. Aespa, they're really doing. SM is really trying to promote and push them. So good for them. And if you haven't checked it out, Taemin's video also released. Advice. Taemin is so good. Like I love his dance style.
He looks like a real anime character.
He looks like an anime character.
Like stepped out of like freaking.
He looks like the Demon Slayer, the bad dude. I forgot his name already. Oh, I also finished Demon Slayer, the manga. Really good. Look forward to like the whole series because it is gonna get crazy the next season.
Mm.
So Taemin, aka anime person, and human anime person, and Aespa. They're both from SM. So
I was gonna say like the
there.
girl. What's her name? Karina.
Oh, Karina from Aespa.
Was it her?
Yeah. You said she looks like someone.
No, wait.
It is Karina.
Oh, no. The one that I like. Winter. I was going to say...
Winter.
Wait, is it Winter? The one that I like?
Yeah.
So she really looks like Taeyeon from Girls' Generation.
Oh, right.
She totally reminds me
Winter.
of her.
I really like Winter, too. But Haylee already chose her, so I was like, I'm not going to copy her. So I went reverse.
I don't know why
but
I
really like Karina already, too. I like
Yeah.
that beauty mark she has, that little mole.
Yeah, her face is so tiny.
It is kind of like her jawline,
very
but
small.
it's like I guess perfect, like the perfect body and face for like a K-pop idol kind of thing. So, and they seem really nice too to their fans, and also like when I talked about that one time where like they actually said hi to the I think a fan came up to them while they're at the cafe.
They have to because
I know they're starting out, so we'll see how they become. But if
Mm-hmm.
anything, it looks good so far. So check it out. Their next Aespa Next Level. Taemin Advice, that song is really cool, and then like the dances, all the most recent songs, all are fire to be honest. So just check all of them out.
Taemin's killing it.
And BTS Butterdog.
Yes, my butter boys.
And to transition with since we're talking about butter, I last minute had Haylee kind of look something up, food wise. So we're gonna kind of transition to food because if you watch the Butter BTS video. Like
you're gonna want pancakes.
You saw 2-3 seconds of literally there was pancakes with butter and syrup.
Pancakes.
So we're gonna talk about a good pancake place, and it's not just regular pancakes. We're gonna be talking about Haylee's favorite, like souffle pancakes, fluffy, puffy pancakes, like the Japanese style ones.
They're so cute. Yeah.
There's one that we had recently, actually. So we're not in Southern California because we recently went to NorCal. We went Bay Area. Mm-hmm. Haylee's first time in San Francisco.
Was that last month?
Yeah, it was almost last month now. So we went to a spot there that was really, really good that she wanted to check out. What is that called?
It's called Graham Cafe and Pancakes. Yeah.
And the reason why we went is because we did our research before going to SF. But at the same time, you said there was a location also. Mm-hmm. This is originally from Japan.
Originally from Japan. So their first location opened up in 2014 in Osaka. So they have a location in Osaka.
This place is actually legit. And to think that they have a location now here in California in the States, I think this is the only one right now, right?
I think so, yeah,
so
in SF.
It's in a random like strip mall.
It's called Stonestown Mall.
You're right.
It's a really nice mall,
It's pretty cool though. And have a lot of cool food stuff and a cool Asian like the Korean store.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of beauty products and had like some cool K-pop stuff. So they had that, and what was also in there was Graham.
Yeah.
Like there's like it's just randomly there.
I know,
it's not
even
in the food court.
This freaking mall has such good food. Like they even had Uncle Tetsu, which we like talked about last time too.
Right. But it was not even. It's funny because it's like in a random location.
It's like next to the Apple store.
It's like near like the end of the mall, like near Mace, like a Macy's would be at a mall. Yeah, and then
the Apple store.
And then like not the actual food court, but yeah. So we checked it out. Really good.
Oh my god, it's so good
actually. Probably one of the better, if not the best.
We've had
souffle pancake. We've had
souffle pancakes here, and like one of the places that we went to, it tasted too much like egg. Like it tasted like scrambled egg. Pancakes.
What was that? Deer or something?
Deer, yeah, DER.
Deer.
I don't even know.
So it's okay. That place was okay.
It was cute. Like it looked really aesthetic, but then like taste wise, it wasn't really.
When that's important to us too. Yeah. I mean, aesthetic obviously is important, especially for Haylee, but the taste is also just as important.
Yeah, because for the gram, like when we go back to SF, I definitely want to go back.
The food was really good. We wanted to go again the next day.
Yeah, but then where was it closed?
It was closed or something. I forgot.
We had to leave earlier. I think it opened later.
Oh, it opened late.
Opens at 11.
The drinks were good too. She got her Dalgona.
Oh,
it was actually really good Dalgona too. It was like the actual puffy like coffee cream on top.
It was
so
it was a mocha Dalgona coffee.
So that was really
God.
really
I crave
good.
It every day.
And we just got the strawberry one, but next time we're gonna probably get each of our own because we wanted to try it.
You got wait for which one?
Oh wait,
the pancakes. You got the creme brulee one.
Oh,
are you talking about the pancakes?
Yeah. Oh man, that was. Did we get two?
Yeah, because you told me. Because at first,
I know we got like a savory dish. That's why.
Yeah, the Wagyu beef curry.
Oh, that was bomb.
We got 3 dishes because like.
Oh, okay.
Originally,
I wasn't that.
Yeah, originally we were supposed to just get the creme brulee one because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be too full. I'm not gonna be able to finish it. And he's like, no, like we're here. You should just order like the strawberry one.
Yeah, because I sound
yeah,
like
no,
this
he
when I
does sound
talk
like
to
that when
her.
he talks to me. When he's all serious and stuff, he's like, no, you should get the
I was
the
like,
strawberry
just
one because it's
grab
pink
it. She
and it's
wanted
cute.
that one.
Yeah.
I was like, then why don't we get both? I'd really
And good thing that we did get both because like it's not super filling. Because it's so light and fluffy.
Like they look huge.
It doesn't. Yeah.
But it's not
It's
gonna
not
like
heavy.
It's not heavy. It's still not gonna like really like.
Yeah. So we were able to finish everything.
Because Haylee actually finished it, and she even ate some of the Wagyu curry.
Yeah, I ate half of that.
When
and
the hell does Haylee ever finish 2 dishes? Let alone one dish on her own.
Yeah. I was hungry.
I just saw her eat
good.
a Del Taco Crunch Tada. Only ate half of it today.
I did.
Half
I
a
ate
Crunch
more
Tada.
than half. I
because
had
it's mac and cheese, sure, but
well.
half a Crunch Tada. She couldn't even finish one. That says a lot about how light these pancakes are. She finished 2 of them, the strawberry one, because it comes with 2, I believe.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
so cute.
some
It
of
looks
the curry.
fake. Like
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look real.
it doesn't look real.
They even had like a little like pancake thing outside, like
stuffed
one,
and
yeah, like it's kind of like because of COVID, so like it was kind of like not
bury it off.
We just still took pictures. It was
yeah,
like,
well, you're not allowed to touch.
No,
I didn't touch it. I pretended to hug.
I guess I didn't know she didn't pretend. I was.
He was
on
touching
that
it. I was pretending because it said don't touch.
But it was really good. So check that out. I mean, next time we go to SF for sure.
Yeah, we have to go. I'm gonna try because they have like other flavors. There's like matcha and like a hazelnut flavored one, and there's also durian. But I would never try that.
Oh yeah, durian. They might place you on a table far away from everyone else.
I mean, a lot of people like it though.
And you know what? You want to know something crazy? Because I take a peek to make sure we're kind of on track with everything. We talked about BTS fairly long,
for like 20 minutes,
almost
probably.
20 minutes.
Yeah, because
so we have only a few minutes left for anime.
Yeah.
We'll kind of go over it because I still want to talk about it. It's not that much to talk about for this one.
Yeah, because we just started watching it and it's not like complete yet.
Well, the reason why we started watching it came out this season. So this is what, spring 2021. It's Tokyo Revengers. Tokyo Revengers is really interesting. Like, I didn't really know the premise about it.
Yeah, the only reason why I knew about it was because my friend Jay, she reads the manga and she recommended it. She's like, oh, this one's going to be really good.
And our other friend Mark, after we told him we watched it, he's like, oh, I read the manga. It's really good.
He said it's really good.
So I'm probably going to take a look and actually go through the manga. Hopefully like within the next like week or so.
Yeah.
But it's one of the newer animes. The style is really like heavy, thick lines.
Yeah.
It's different because Tokyo Revengers is actually about like gangs.
Yeah, so it's like about delinquents
and gangs back in Japan. But they're like
middle
school.
The funny thing is that like the only complaint that I have about it is that the gangs and stuff, they're supposed to be in middle school, like the kids that are in the gangs, like they're smoking.
They look like
and,
they're
have
freaking like
tattoos
adults or teenagers, if at the least.
I was like,
high schoolers.
At least make them high school, and then I could believe
There's some crazy shit that goes on in this one. There's like gangs and like this fighting, people getting beaten up and shit.
Yeah, I was like, do middle schoolers really do this in Japan? And then because like I asked Jay, I was like, is there some weird kind of like translation from the anime to the manga that they're mistaking them for being middle schoolers? And she's like, no, they're middle schoolers. She's like, it's just anime logic. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's pretty crazy shit. Like it's pretty hardcore gang related
I was like,
stuff.
ooh.
But it's also it's a little bit supernatural because there's time travel.
Yeah, there's time
like
travel. The main character.
The main character can time travel 12 years back. Like exactly 12 years back. So it's like
back
he can't,
from like that date.
Wherever he is, in his current timeline, it only goes 12 years back exactly. So if a year passes, or not a year, a week passes in normal time, then it's going to be 12 years later at that specific date. So if you traveled like the week before, you can't like go any further back or further forward. It's always specifically 12 years back from wherever he jumps from.
Yeah.
To like save someone that died.
I was gonna say like the premise of it is like he has to try and save like his childhood
like girlfriend
from dying,
who got killed because of the gang related activity. But he was kind of a delinquent himself too, and he kind of forgot about it too. Like he looks like just like a typical like nerd dork kind of like adult guy. Himself. Yeah, so super like when you see him go back in time, you see that he like was living a crazy like life as a delinquent and all this crazy
he was
shit.
with like in these gangs and stuff in school as well.
So he kind of like
naughty.
So he kind of like like it's kind of a balance between going back and forth of like present and past and figuring and fixing things along the way.
It's really interesting.
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on.
Yeah, I already want to cry.
A lot of like
like
violence.
real life stuff, like
scenarios. You know, suicide is actually there, and you know, like I said, like murder and violence, and of course the flip side of that was what I just said too. So it's pretty good though, like overall.
And then because like when our friend said like, oh, the manga gets like really crazy and like they'll introduce like so many other characters, so I was like, oh, it's gonna be a good anime then.
Right. Like,
I feel like, I don't know, what was your first opinion of it when we first watched the first episode? I felt like you didn't really, like, you weren't too sure about it.
I like didn't really care for it, or like it was a little interesting because I thought it was kind of typical.
Because I could tell, I was
isekai.
Like,
like I thought it was gonna be isekai kind of thing because look, main character dies, he's gonna go to another world or like unlock a power or something. So kind of like that, but you know, I've been opening up to it because it's really gritty. Is a good way to describe this show. It's super gritty and like down to like the only supernatural thing literally is like the time travel aspect,
but everything else is like real life,
like if like there's actual gangs stuff and the kind of shit they go through. So I got pulled in and I'm really interested in it.
Now he's interested in it, but in the beginning I could tell I was like, ooh. But then like I had faith in it because Jay recommended it and she's good at like recommending stuff. So yeah, check it out, Tokyo Revengers. It's still out right now. It's I think like episode 8 or something. If you haven't checked it out, if you want to wait till it's done, you know, it should be coming up soon, and I'm pretty sure like it's gonna be a couple more seasons because they're just scratching the surface of the actual story. So if it does well, hopefully they'll renew and get a couple more seasons, unless it's already confirmed. I don't know. I don't know. Just check it out. I'm gonna be reading the manga because I can't wait anymore. I have to catch up on a lot of manga actually. So with that said, you know, thank you again for joining us as always. Listen to Butter and the Butter Dog. Just put Butter on and just leave it on repeat. Oh, Spotify even had an instrumental version, so you could kind of really hear all the music, which is what I love to hear too, because you hear a lot of stuff that you get distracted from when you hear them singing and vocals wise, because you're too excited, especially the music video. You're too like, you know, entranced watching it. So like if you just listen to the instrumental, you really get like an appreciation of like how simple and well thought out each like added like sound, noise, instrument. Sounds like a different song almost.
It's the same thing with like, you know, with the Porter Robinson song.
I was like, this is what it sounds like.
Like if you listen to Porter Robinson, one song that we really like is Shelter. Listen to Shelter and then listen to the instrumental.
It's so different.
It sounds so good. We actually use it for one of the videos that for one of our first Japan trip videos. So check that out too. Thank you again for joining us. Butter Dog. What else is there? Pancakes from Graham and SF. And if you're in Osaka, you should go already because it's not fair because we can't even go to Japan right now. And Tokyo Revengers. Check it out, read it, watch it, enjoy it. It's on Crunchyroll currently if you're legally watching it. But if you're not, you can watch, you know exactly where to go check it out for those other sites. We always watch it on VRV. So Crunchyroll Premium basically. And thank you for joining us. As always, what is it, Haylee? She's like puzzled. Like, what is it?
Peace.
Peace.
I was like, was there something else?
Peace. Take care.